right, Chris.
Oh, do you? Yep.
We're going to start with Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic and then Kellen Olson.
Yeah, Chris, Coach was just on and he was saying how he's working out plays with you and Devin together to help close out games. Just what is that like, when the coach is basically saying, hey, look, I want you guys to handle this and being able to close out games like this?
We're figuring it out. And it's nice. The communication between all of us, me and Book talk a lot. We talk about watching film. I think something that we're going to start doing soon is getting with DA and some of the other guys and watching like our last 4 minutes of games, because that's the most important time of the game. I was actually on the phone last night with Javon Carter watching OKC Denver last night. I think that's what separates a lot of the best teams in our league is the last 4-5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
And just to follow up, I know that, the hammer, you got ice on it, and I know you're going to battle through anything. And Monty was saying, hey, look, I want Chris to be honest with me on how he's feeling. Are you going to be honest with him on how you're feeling?
Always. I'm going to be cool. We all dealing with stuff, battling through stuff. And this is an important time of the season right now. So we get ready for tomorrow.
Next is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports and then Royce Young.
Hey, Chris, you were able to find Dario a lot today in the second quarter, especially. What's it like to play with a guy like that who just knows where to be? You don't really have to you were having conversations with him, but that's more of clarification, I assume, because Dario knows what he's doing out there.
Exactly. Dario is one of the best guys to play with. Our team is so versatile, and was this Dario's first game back? It was, and it's so crazy because you just sort of miss him. You miss him, and I think we take a lot of what he does for granted. I know I do. I forgot it was his first game back. He just so cerebral, makes the right plays, and great teammate, man. Great teammate.
Next is Royce Young with ESPN and then Gina Mizell.
Hey, Chris, I wanted to ask you a question about your rip move, and kind of two questions about it. But the first one, when you get guys with it, what's like the typical thing you hear from a defender or a coach after you get them to fall for it?
I don't know. You got to come to my camp. Teach you that at every camp. Can't tell you everything.
No, I'm saying what do they say to you though? Like, are they like, I can't believe you got me with that. Why are you pulling that one on me? Like, what's the thing that they say to you after you get them with it?
I don't know. Depends. We played against Milwaukee the other day, and one of the assistant coaches was yelling at the guy, and forgot who it was. He was telling him we was in the bonus. He was telling him to watch it, and the guy was like, "What? What?" By the time he did it, it was too late. Yep.
I was going to say, is there a move that, because I'm kind of writing a story about clever moves that players have that, some would call annoying, some might call savvy. Is there a move that players do that to you maybe that you kind of think that's borderline annoy, or that move kind of annoys me, that maybe they pull on you?
No, I don't know. Annoy me. You watch enough games every night, you know what to expect. You know what I mean? There's a skill to that. Like that stuff James does when he puts the ball out or whatnot, that's a skill. DeMar DeRozan, when you're best at it. You know what I mean? That's a skill to be able to do that, maintain, control, and balance. You know what I mean? And still be able to finish. That's tough. Trae Young does the dribble in front of you and stop in front of you now. That's what Chauncey Billups was the first one to do that. Chauncey was the first one to actually reach out. It was just that if you didn't foul Chauncey, he would throw it over the goal.
Yeah. Where'd you learn the rip move from? Sorry, I just thought of that.
I don't know. I don't remember. The thing is, I'll shoot it like that too. Even if you're not in there, I'll shoot it like that. So.
Next is Gina Mizell with Suns.com and then Nicole Jarina.
Hey, Chris, I think it was DiVincenzo that you got the rip move with twice the other night in the bonus. Anyway, my question is, Monty keeps coming back to just the defense being kind of the heart and soul of what you guys are doing. And I guess as someone who's been in the league for so long, been such a great defender individually, just how would you describe whether it's the scheme, the approach, or just what makes the defense that you guys are playing unique this season, maybe compared to some others that you've played in?
Any great defensive team that I've been on, it's always team defense. You know, you can have a guy that makes all defense and be a great individual defender, but the best teams are team defense. San Antonio, when they were good for all those years, it wasn't just Bruce Bowen or Tim Duncan. It was all of the guys being on the string. I think that's what we're doing a good job of, is understanding that we can't leave anybody on the island, whether it's the best players a guard on a given night or a big man. As long as we play team defense, we'll be solid.
We have time for 3 more. Next will be Nicole Jarina from Puerto Rico, and then Dwayne Rankin.
Hi, Chris. Congrats for the win.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How much important is for you won this game, facing one of the East contender to continue improving and the road to playoff?
Each game is important, very important, especially this stretch of the season. I don't even know how many games we got left before the break, but it's a lot of games coming in a little bit of time. It's one of the first games we done had where everybody was healthy, you know, so we're going to keep chipping away. And as I say all the time, pile up wins.
Final 2 questions are Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic, and then Cody Cunningham.
Doc was on before the game. He was talking about if you were 6'9", that you would be like a Bill Lambier guy in terms of toughness and things of that nature. When did you start developing the whole idea of playing bigger than who you are and then playing tougher than what your size would suggest?
I don't know. That's probably a question for my dad. You know what I mean? Like I've always been me. I played football growing up, played basketball, always played with a chip on my shoulder. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. That's who I am. Some people may say that may be my greatest asset or my greatest weakness, but it's who I am. And I say this a lot. Book got that in him too. You know, and I think that's why we get along so well, because, you know, and I think there's a trust factor there too. You know, Book got a foul there late in the 4th, and I could see it in his eyes, and I almost started laughing because that's me. I had that same energy too. But we're able to talk to each other, woosah, calm each other down. But I much rather have to calm a guy down than to have to get him going.
Final question goes to Cody Cunningham with Suns.com.
Hey, Chris, as a 10-time All-Star like yourself, and with voting coming to close in a few days, I just want to know, in your opinion, from what you've seen on the court and behind the scenes, what is your case for Devin Booker making the All-Star game this year?
What's my case? It's a no-brainer. I mean, Book has been outstanding. I don't know what our team is, but we one of the top teams in the West. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've been around a long time, so you just never know. But I think for us, we just got to play. You know, if you play the right way, win or whatnot, all that stuff will take care of itself. So, yeah, it ain't going to be a vote-in. That's like by the fans, it's the coaches. And anybody watching basketball can see it. So.
Appreciate the time, Chris.
Yep.